Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm James, this is my mum Joy, and we're from Milton Keynes.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Kawa, this is my best friend Darren, and we're both from West London.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Nikki, and this is my friend Jules, and we're from Dunfermline.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Sharon, this is my husband James, and we're from Coventry.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He famously gave up acting as a student because his friend was too good. The friend's name? Why, Benedict Cumberbatch. Wonder whatever happened to him. It is my Pointless friend, it's Rob Rinder. Tell us the story. You were at drama school?
No. It was never that good. I did National Youth Theatre, which is a wonderful thing to do, and got to university, was doing politics and history, and then I thought, I'll have another go. Went to read, thought I was quite good, sat down, and then I heard this other person get up, and I thought, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Hang on. No, this is really amazing.
Yeah.
I'd never really be any good. I'd be at the back of the wall pack. That would be my career. Could see into the abyss. I thought, I'd give up. Turns out that was him. I made a good decision.
Well, I don't know, because he is particularly good.
He is amazing.
I mean, he is really very, very good. You could still be not quite as good as him, but still be an astonishing actor.
Maybe.
Gosh, I'm really flattering Benedict. I hope you're watching.
Yeah, he is delighted. He'll be delighted by that, but he is amazing.
Anyway, Rob, here we are. We are more than halfway through your tenure. I can't bear it.
Shame. It's so much fun. Tragically, good things have to come to an end, but I just want to stay around here. And it's the final show for Darian and Kawa as well, so I'm hoping to get into the final today.
Fingers crossed.
That would be nice. And welcome to Nikki and Jules and Sharon and James. Hope you have as much fun as I have. So great. Beats working.
So I've been saying for 14 years. Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Now, Sheila and Peter got through to the final last time, and they did not win the jackpot, so we add another £1,000 to that, which means today's jackpot starts off at £2,253. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just going to remind you of the rules. At the end of every round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. Your only aim is to keep your scores as low as you possibly can. That's it. Very, very best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is cooking. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns ingredients in Ken Hom's Singapore noodles recipe.
Yeah, on each board you'll see 7 lines from Ken Hom's recipe for Singapore noodles taken from the BBC Good Food website. However, we've removed the key ingredient. We'll give you the first letter and remaining blank spaces for each word. Please tell us the ingredient that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. OK, so let's reveal our first board of clues, 7 of them. And we have 225 grams thin R noodles, 3 tablespoons of Indian M curry paste, 100 grams Chinese barbecue P, 6 fresh red or green C, half teaspoon freshly ground white pea, 1 tablespoon S oil, and 4 medium free-range E. There we are. Joy. Welcome back to Pointless, show 2. How are you doing, Joy? Did you come back with joy in your heart after your last performance? Good. I'm pleased to hear that. Tell us more about yourself.
Well, I think I've told you I'm retired. Only recently moved down to Milton Keynes from Scotland, where I lived for 47 years.
Do you miss Scotland? You must do.
Haven't had a chance.
Haven't had a chance? It's just been a massive whirl. The social whirl of Milton Keynes. How are you finding it?
I love it.
Oh, good.
So near family, just really, really good.
Lovely.
Miss the hills, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I bet you do.
My husband was in the RAF Mountain Rescue, so we did Munros and camping every holiday.
Very nice.
So I've done 60 Munros.
60 Munros. That's pretty good going. Joy, what are you going to go for here?
Right. I'm going to take the easy answer, Indian Madras curry paste.
Madras curry paste. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Madras? Madras is right. And down it goes to 24. That's a brilliant start to the round. Very well done indeed, Joy. Madras.
Yeah, named after the city of Madras, which is now called Chennai in India. A Madras curry is hotter than tikka masala, but milder than a vindaloo or a jalfrezi. Very good.
Do you have a preferred sauce for curry or not really?
Not really a fan. It's the aftermath that I struggle with.
Oh, the aftermath's what I live for, Rob.
Yes. Difference between you and me, perhaps.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Kawa, welcome back. It is show 3 for you. This is the show that has to count. Tell us more about yourself. We've discovered some great things about Kawa. Very recently registered as a security guard, but you were a gardener before that.
Yep.
And you were quite thrilled to move on from gardening.
Yep, I think it was just the way I fell out of it.
Yeah.
I think I've been doing it for like so many years. I just needed a career change.
So, yes, tell us other things about yourself, Kawa.
I also do Tai Chi, which is a mixture of martial arts and meditation. So some people just be doing yoga, but I would have to be moving.
Do you have to do it outside? I mean, I think that's a lovely part of it.
I choose to do it inside.
can do it inside.
Sometimes I get weird looks from people.
Yeah.
To be honest, but you know, gotta do it.
Got to do it. Got to do it. Now, Kawa, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm gonna go for the bottom one because I have no idea. Medium free-range eggs.
Eggs, says Kawa. Should we see how many of our 100 said eggs? Egg. I was about to say eggs is right. I'm afraid that my window is only 7 points long, so I'm afraid 93, that's a big score.
Yeah, Ken Hobb beats the eggs, and they're always the last thing he adds to the ingredients, actually.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Now, Nikki, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Nikki.
Hello, so I'm a senior client analyst and I work in digital media and advertising.
Very good. I mean, that's the field to be in, isn't it? Digital media, my goodness. What do you love getting up to when you're not doing your digital media?
Well, I've recently completed a master's in songwriting and music production and figured out that I can't actually sing, so...
But that's OK. What fun. Are you hoping then to go into that, or will you rope that into your media?
Let's see where it takes me, because we wrote a song and I sang on the song, so could potentially release it and see what happens from there.
Let's see, as you say. Let's see. And here. OK, Nikki, what are you going to go for on our board?
I think I know quite a few of them, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm going to go for half a teaspoon of freshly ground white pepper.
OK, pepper. Should we see how many of our 100 said pepper? Pepper is absolutely right. 93 is our high score. 76 is where you end up with pepper.
Well done. White pepper is less pungent than black pepper and made in a different way. White pepper is made from ripe pepper berries, which are soaked in water for about 10 days. Which
will explain, because you very seldom see white peppercorns. I mean, you have fresh ground black pepper.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a mime for that one.
Got the action right there.
Thank you. There we are.
Yeah.
Now then, Sharon, welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Sharon.
I'm retired, but prior to retirement, I was a PA.
And do you love retirement? Is it wonderful?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how I had time to go to work.
No, I think that's a very good point, actually. I mean, why do we? Well, actually, oh, hang on, we don't work.
Toad.
We just do this.
So, yeah, it's heaven.
Oh, that's true. So what sort of things do you like to get up to, Sharon?
I'm very passionate about a community choir that I belong to, based in Leamington.
Very good indeed. How often do you get together?
Once a week.
Once a week?
But then sometimes a little bit more regular.
What size ensemble are you?
There are nearly 90 of us.
Crikey, that's a big... What a wonderful community.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you sing all manner of things? Do you put on sort of big oratorios and things, or is it more...
We do anything from Zadok the Priest to ABBA.
Wonderful.
2 concerts a year, so...
Brilliant. Good for you,
charity,
Sharon. That's
yeah.
a great thing to be doing. You're the last person to have this board. Do you want to fill in all our ingredients?
I know most of them. I think it's Chinese barbecue pork. I think it's red and green chilies. And I think it's sesame oil, but I'm not sure about the top one. But I think I'm going to play safe and go with the red and green chilies, please.
You're going to go for chilies. Chilies, says Sharon. Should we see how many of our 100 also said chilies? Chilies, absolutely right. And down it goes. Look at that, 45. Very well done.
Very good. And the usual rule of thumb is the smaller the chili, the more potent they are. So big things come in small packages. Let's have a look at the rest of the board. You got the board almost completely right. The top one was rice noodles. 68 people knew that. 100 grams of Chinese barbecue pork. That would have given you 30 points. And 1 tablespoon, you're right, sesame oil for 40 points. So you did well. Well done.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 24, Joy. Very well done indeed. We jump up from there to 45, where we find Sharon and James R. And then up to 76, where we find Nikki and Jules. And then from there up to 93, where we find Kawa and Darian. You are a little bit ahead there. It's not devastating, but Darian, you can fix this. Easily fix this with the next board. So very, very good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more ingredients up on the board, and here they are. Can you spot the missing one? We have 50 grams shiitake M, 3 tablespoon G oil, 3 spring O, 2 tablespoon light S sauce, 100 grams small cooked pea shelled, 250 ml C milk, and 2 tablespoons of Shaojing rice W. There we are. James R. Welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, James.
Well, I'm a retired town planner from Coventry.
Ah.
When I was head of planning and transport at one time, back in the dark ages.
That's quite a portfolio, James. Planning and transport.
Exactly, yes.
Lordy. How many of you were there?
I had 100 people.
Wow. But Coventry, if everything I hear is right, I mean, it runs beautifully. And they always say it's thanks to the transport and planning department.
Of course
not now,
of course
because it's all gone to pot now, James.
It has
but
all gone
a few
to
years
pot.
back.
Yes,
Oh,
well, big schemes, small schemes, house extensions, regional plans, the lot.
wow. There we are. Now, James R., you are on 45. 47 or less gets you into round 2.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to go for the one from the bottom, the 250 ml of coconut milk.
Coconut milk. OK, shall we see where the red line is? Because you get one of those, helpfully. There it is. Shall we see where we end up with coconut? Coconut is right. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Beautifully judged, if I may say. 47 required, 46 attained. 91, your total. Well done.
So coconut milk doesn't come from actually the liquid inside the coconut. It's there's a process. It's extracted from freshly grated coconut. The coconut flesh is soaked in warm water, left to cool, and then strained. Just in case you thought, yeah, it's the milk. It's not the real thing.
I've never known that. Did anyone know that? No, I had no idea. You've just opened up a whole new avenue of wonder.
Well, it happened. I can't tell you the number of times people say that to me.
Yes.
In various moments of the day.
I can
Stop
imagine
me
it.
to tell me it.
Even people who don't know. In fact, frequently, largely, people. Profit in his own land and all. Yes.
So,
There we are. Thank you very
it's
much
exhausting.
indeed. I've seen the coconut milk light. There we are. Jules, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I work for my local authority as an occupational therapy assistant.
Oh, I see. You're not in planning or transport.
No.
No. OK, good. That would have been...
Still mobility, but on feet.
Yeah, exactly. There we are. Good for you. What do you love getting up to, Jules?
I love taking my dog out for a walk. We've got fields out of our back and take him around the big field.
Lovely. How nice. Now, Jules, how do we like this cooking? Do you cook at all?
I do.
Very good. Now, what are you going to go for? You're on 76, which means at this stage, 16 or less. That's... Yes.
Yes. I think I'm going to go for 100 grams of small cooked prawns shelled.
Prawns. You get a red line. It's going to be low. I'm going to warn you now. Here it comes. Shall we see how many of our 100 said prawns? Prawns is absolutely right, Jules. It's not bad. 43, taking your total up to 119.
And for recipe geeks out there, if you buy prawns with a shell on, you need to buy double the weight that you would if you use shell-off prawns.
Shell-off prawns. Yeah,
Interesting thought.
that makes sense. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Darian.
Hi, Alexander.
Darren, hi to you. It's lovely to have you back a third time. Now, it's the last chance for you to tell us about yourself. There'll be so many things we don't know that we should.
So for the last thing, I play the violin. So I'm trying to master it, but it's more like a developing skill.
It's a developing skill. So how long have you been playing?
About 2 years.
Are you teaching yourself or do you have a teacher?
Self-taught. And I've got history with my grandparents being violinists.
That's amazing. So do you play on a family violin? Did you
Yeah, they gifted it to me on my
That's-
17th birthday.
That's a
16th.
wonderful thing, and thank goodness you're taking up and playing it, because I'm telling you now, you'll know if you've gone on the wrong side of me the day I gift one of your children a violin. But you're taking up, you're picking the ball up and running with it, which is terrific. It's a wonderful thing, played well. All power to you, that's brilliant. Now, 93 is your score at the moment. 25 or less is what we're looking for.
I knew 4 of them. I'm stuck between 2. Let's go for 3 spring onions.
OK, onions, 3 spring onions. You get a red line, and again, it's going to be low, I'm afraid. There it is. Can we get you below or close to that with onions? Oh, I'm sorry, that's a big one.
It was.
I tell you what, though, it's one less than Kawa scored. There we are. You can compare notes on your way home. I'm afraid that scores you 92, takes your total up to 185.
Pity. Well, spring onions, also known as scallions, and I've got a cooking tip here. If you want to use green leaves as a garnish, slice them and stand them in ice-cold water for 30 minutes.
What's it do?
I've absolutely no idea. You can use it as a garnish.
Makes them nice and cold.
Yeah.
You know, why not? Maybe it primps them up, freshens them, makes them crisper.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
It makes them sort of smaller, but nevertheless,
Smaller.
yeah, like diving anything into ice. I cold swim every day.
There you are. I cold swim weekly.
Perfect. So you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I absolutely do. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Rob. James B. Welcome back. Now, if you weren't watching the last show, James B and I, James reminded me that we sang together in an opera. We were sort of the alternate cast.
Yes.
In an opera, a Benjamin Britten opera, back in the Edinburgh Festival in 1982.
Was it 1982? I thought it was
Maybe it was 82, it might have been 3. Maybe it was 3. Oh, there you are. So it is exactly 40 years ago.
Yep. And we're wearing well.
We
Aren't we?
aren't we, though?
Yes.
Aren't we? We're exactly the same age. We learnt exactly the same part. Shem, if you're interested. So I'm still really excited about that. It's still such a brilliant thing. James, but we need to know more about you. Tell us more. Tell us more. What do you get up to?
So, hobby-wise, I enjoy singing, swimming and learning languages. So I speak Spanish, French, Italian. I was learning Welsh during the pandemic, and I'm currently learning German because I work for a German company. So decided I would do that.
Do you do cold swimming?
I don't. I do swimming, in the pool.
Yes.
But when I was younger, I was actually trying to get into the Paralympics in Sydney in 2000. And the reason it's the Paralympics is that when I was 19, had an accident, ended up having my leg amputated above the knee. But I try to make sure that I get on with as much as possible and don't let it hold me back.
Wow, that's amazing. Fantastic. Now, you are on 24, which means you're through to the next round, which is terrific news.
Thanks, Mum.
Yeah, exactly. Well done, Joy. What I'd love now is for you to talk us through the board.
Right, so shiitake mushrooms, I think it's grapeseed oil, soy sauce, and then rice wine. Courtesy of my mother, I'm going to go with grapeseed oil.
Grapeseed oil. OK, shall we see if that's right? No red line for you. You are already through. How many of our 100 said grapeseed? No bad luck. Well, who cares?
It doesn't matter.
You're through. It scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 124.
So grapeseed oil does fit, but in this recipe, it was groundnut oil. Bad luck. Yep. It's a pity because your reading of the board was completely bang on. 50 grams of shiitake mushrooms, 63 people knew that, and groundnut oil, 8. So you'd have done very well with that. 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce could have given you 86. And you were right, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing rice wine, 33 points for that.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Well, that brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Darian and Kawa, I'm sorry we're not sending you back with a trophy, but it's been great having you on. Good luck with everything, and thank you so much for playing. Darian and Kawa.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, all of you. You made it through round 1, and here we are in the heady atmosphere of round 2. It's just wonderful up here, isn't it, don't you think? Best of luck to you all. Our category for round 2 today is American politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US presidents and vice presidents whose surnames do not contain the letter T as they could. Rob.
And in this round, we're looking for any surname, that's surname belonging to a president or vice president of the USA, that does not contain the letter T. This is up to the beginning of July 2023.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Now, Joy, there we are. We come straight to you.
Right. Jackson.
Jackson, says Joy. Let's see, how many of our 100 said Jackson? Jackson is right. Down and down it goes, Joy. Oh, this is terrific. Down it goes to 4. What a great start. 4 for Jackson.
Well done, 7th President of the United States. And he was quite the disciplinarian or a bold military officer in the War of 1812. He got the nickname Old Hickory.
There we are. Jules, what would you like to go for?
Because Vice President Pence.
Pence, says Jules. Should we see how many of our 100 said Pence? Well, Pence is right, and down it goes, still going down. Down it goes to 6. Very well done indeed. These are lovely low scores.
Well done. Yeah, very recent. 48th Vice President. Before being elected to the House of Representatives in Congress, he had a talk show in Indiana and a Sunday morning TV programme. So, you never know what's going to happen.
Was this prior to being Vice President?
Went from there to Congress to becoming Vice President.
Rob, I see great things.
Yeah, what do you imagine?
I see. Do you know, I would love that. Please go into politics.
I don't know, I think I like being liked too much.
Well, I know, but that's the problem with politics. Yeah. Now then, Sharon, who would you like to go for?
I think I will go with Vice President Johnson.
Johnson, says Sharon. Should we see how many of our 100 people said Johnson? Johnson goes down to 16. 16.
In life, you can never have too many Johnsons, and in America, that's definitely the case, because there were 3. Andrew Johnson, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Richard M. Johnson, who was the 9th Vice President. Johnsons everywhere in American politics.
Yes, that's a shame, because clever going for that for Vice President, but I'm afraid they combine their scores because it's just the surnames we're after. So hence your slightly enhanced score there. I'm sorry, but good knowledge, Sharon. Now then, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 4, Joy, very well done indeed. Not for the first time, our lowest scorer. Then we go from 4 to 6, where we find Jules and Nikki, and from there to 16, where we find Sharon and James R. So, yes, James, let's have a lovely low-scoring answer from you on the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line. Now, will the second players please step up to the podium? So, remember, we are looking for the surnames of US presidents and vice presidents that do not contain the letter T. James R. You're on 16. You're high scorers. What are you going to go for, James?
Coolridge.
OK, Coolridge. Shall we see if that is right? No red line for you, I'm afraid, as you are the high scorers. I'm so sorry, James. I'm so sorry. That scores you 100 points because it is an incorrect answer, taking your total up to 116. All will be cleared up in a moment.
Yeah, know what you're thinking. We'll let you know at the end of the round.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Nikki, I bring glad tidings. Doesn't matter what you score here, you are through to the head-to-head, even if you score 100, which I happen to know you won't.
Oh, let's see. OK. I'm going to say President Franklin.
Franklin. OK, there is no red line for you as you're already through. What happens when we say Franklin?
Oh.
Bad luck. Nikki scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 106, but you are through, so it doesn't matter.
I think you're thinking of Benjamin Franklin, perhaps, but wasn't president.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Now then, James B. We come to you. You're on 4. You are also through to the head-to-head, no matter what you score, even if it's 100, but I happen to know it won't be 100, although that hardly played out well in the last instance. James.
So Al Gore.
OK, Gore. Here we go. No red line, you're already through. How many of our 100 said Gore? Gore is right. Down to 3. Fantastic work. Taking your total up to 7. That's brilliant.
Yeah, 45th Vice President of the United States to Bill Clinton, won a Nobel Prize and an Oscar for An Inconvenient Truth. Well done, good thinking. Lots of pointless answers here, mostly the obscure vice president surnames. But before we see them, I want to give you some of the low-scoring answers, as well as Jackson, which Joy said you would have scored 4 points for Jefferson, President Wilson and Harris, as in Vice President Kamala Harris, Cleveland, Garfield and Gore, 3 points, Grover Cleveland, I think it is, Madison, and Dick Cheney, Vice President to Bush 2. 2 points. And the following surnames all scored 1 point each. Agnew, Burr, which will be familiar to fans of Hamilton. Fillmore, McKinley, Mondale, Polk and Quayle.
So can we clear up James R's answer there?
So I think the answer you gave was Coolidge, and I think you were thinking of Calvin Coolidge. And you're really unlucky, because what's in a letter, you would have got a pointless answer.
Sorry, James.
Other pointless answers were Buchanan, Colfax, Harding, Harrison, Hayes, Monroe, Pierce, Rockefeller, which people forget about, and Van Buren.
There we are. Thank you, Rob. That brings us to the end of our second round. Means we have to say goodbye to James R. There's even an extra R in your name. I can't believe it. That would have been an outstanding round, but for Coolidge. But it bodes very well for future pointless rounds. So we'll look forward to seeing you next time. James and Sharon, brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But for our 2 remaining pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, James and Joy, Nikki and Jules. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250. However, before we play the head-to-head, I thought we might see if we could find a couple of pointless answers and throw some more money into that jackpot. 2 pointless answers available here, so here goes. Good luck. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many William Morris wallpaper patterns as they could. This is fun, Rob.
Yeah, it is fun. You'll see 6 options. 2 are pointless names of wallpaper patterns designed by the famous designer William Morris, and 2 are scoring. 2 are not William Morris wallpaper designs at all, and £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Good luck. Luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you find the pointless William Morris designs from these 6? And I give you Pimpernel, Earthly Paradise, Norwich, Trellis, Triple Net, Fig and Peacock. Does anybody know anything about arts and crafts? Would anyone like to volunteer anything? Or shall we quickly move to James and Joy? Would you like to nominate one?
Do you know anything?
No.
Why not?
Joy, you look like maybe you do.
I just feel I like Earthly Paradise.
Shall we go for that? OK. Should we find out how many of our 100 people said Earthly Paradise? Is it a pointless William Morris design? No, bad luck. I'm afraid not a William Morris design. So, Nikki and Jules, can you nominate a pointless William Morris wallpaper print?
Have you heard of William Morris?
I haven't, but...
I'm thinking Pimpernel, because I'd call Wimpy Pimpernel. I'm thinking Pimpernel.
Should we go Pimpernel? Let's see what happens. Is Pimpernel a pointless William Morris design? Ooh. Pimpernel is William Morris. Oh, 4 people found that. Oh, well.
Yeah. Congratulations to the 4 people who knew that. Earthly Paradise is an epic poem written by William Morris rather than a wallpaper pattern. Norwich is a pointless answer. Trellis scored 3. Fig and Peacock or Triple Net. What do you think?
Fig and Peacock.
You think
a pointless answer, I think.
That's a pointless answer. You're wrong.
No.
But it's the right impulse, because it is a wallpaper pattern by Walter Crane, who was part of the arts and crafts movement with Morris. But the pointless answer is Triple Net.
There we go. Right. Well, bad luck we didn't find any pointless answers. But gosh, we've learnt a lot about William Morris and the arts and crafts movement. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it is all about law on TV.
Excited for this one. We're going to show you 5 pictures from television dramas which feature lawyers and courtrooms. We've added the show's initials as an additional clue. So give us the name of the television programme the fewest of our 100 knew. I'll be watching.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 legal TV shows, and here they are. A. S. B. TS. C. ROTB. D. AM. And E. HTGAWM. There we are. Now, James and Joy, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We'll go with C, Rumpole of the Bailey.
Rumpole of the Bailey. OK, for C. Now then, Nikki and Jules, would you like to talk us through that board?
So A, suits. B, I have no idea.
No idea.
Ali McBeal, D. And for E, no idea.
Ali McBeal?
Ali McBeal?
You're going to go for D, Ali McBeal. So we have Rumpole of the Bailey and we have Ali McBeal. James and Joy went for Rumpole of the Bailey. For C, shall we see how many of our 100 people said that? Rumpole of the Bailey, absolutely right. Ooh, 42. It's one of those dearly loved series, I suppose, Rumpole of the Bailey. Now, Nikki and Jules, meanwhile, have gone for Ali McBeal. For D, shall we see how many of our 100 said that? Ali McBeal, absolutely right. And it wins it for you. Down it goes to 26. There you are. Nikki and Jules, well done. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Rumpole of the Bailey. Brilliant. That was actually a radio series which Benedict Cumberbatch voiced as well. Worth listening to.
Benedict who?
Yeah, it's just a friend. Bit of a clunk. Well done on Ali McBeal, which I used to love as well. 26 people knew that. Suits, obviously we know that. Meghan Markle, that's what made her famous. That scored 61 points. The next one is The Split. And The Split scored 6, starring Nicola Walker and Stephen Mangan. And, Zander, did you work out the last one?
No, I mean, I'm trying to spot any letters of the alphabet that aren't in the clue.
Think about what I would say to my clients. There's my clue to you. But when I used to defend people, I might say to them, this is...
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to
very
Get Away
good.
with Murder.
Well
Yeah,
done.
although that would also be a breach of the Bar Council rule, so I never said that. Just to think of it. That scored 12 points. You should watch it, starring Viola Davis.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed, Rob. OK, now here comes your second question. Here's the thing. James and Joy, you've got to win this one. Nikki and Jules get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question is all about landmarks of Rome and the Vatican, Rob.
I love this round. We're going to show you 5 landmarks that can be seen in Rome, the capital of Italy, and in the Vatican City. However, we've taken out each other letter in their name. Please give us the name of the landmark that you think is the most obscure. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 Roman and Vatican City landmarks with missing alternate letters. CLSEM, TEIFUTI, PAZNVN, RMNFRM, and SSIECAE. There we are. Now, Nikki and Jules get to go first.
I just know the top one, Colosseum. Should we go for that one? OK. We're going to go for the top one, Colosseum.
Colosseum. Say Nikki and Jules. Now then, James and Joy, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Not
In a
really.
word, no.
Roman form.
Yeah, we'll go with Roman Forum.
You're going to go with Roman Forum. So we have Colosseum and we have Roman Forum. Nikki and Jules went for Colosseum. Let's see how many of our 100 said Colosseum. Colosseum is right. 79 for Colosseum. Meanwhile, James and Joy have gone for Roman Forum. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Roman Forum, absolutely right. And it wins it for you. Very well done. Very good. 25 for that. And it means you're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah. Can you get the next one?
Yes, Trevi Fountain.
Very good. Trevi Fountain got 16. What about the one at the bottom?
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, very good. 9 points. And
Piazza Novano.
Feminine?
Navona.
Very good. Piazza Navona was a pointless answer.
Wow. Piazza Navona. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Now it all comes down to this third question. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about Miles Davis, Rob.
Yeah, so we're going to show you 5 clues or facts about or relating to the musician Miles Davis. Please provide the answer you think the fewest of our 100 knew.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 Miles Davis clues. His middle name, which is also the first word in a library classification system. The decade he was born. 4-letter name of the genre of music he's most known for. Brass instrument with which he is most associated. And actor who portrayed him in the 2015 film Miles Ahead. OK, James and Joy will answer first.
We'll go for the top one, Dewey.
Dewey.
Yep.
Dewey, OK. Now then, Nikki and Jules, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
No. I'll take a guess at the 4 letters being jazz.
Is that what you want to go
Yeah,
for? OK,
it's a wild
jazz.
guess.
So we have Dewey and we have jazz. Let's try them in the order they were given. James and Joy went for Dewey. Dewey, absolutely right. Very good. Dewey, decimal. Down it goes to 12. Great answer. Meanwhile, Nikki and Jules have gone for jazz, the genre of music he was best known for, jazz. Jazz is right. 61 for jazz. And that means well done, James and Joy. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Sandra, I feel you chomping at the musical bit to fill this one in. What do we think? What decade was he born in?
Probably the 20s, maybe even the 10s, actually.
1926, you were right.
20s,
first time.
right.
13 points for that. And the brass instrument, he's
Trumpet.
most very good, yeah. Trumpet would have given you 38 points. And the actor who portrayed him in 2015, Miles Ahead.
I don't even remember the film.
I don't.
Miles
I want
Ahead.
to see it now.
Yeah.
It was Don Cheadle. He did direct it as well, and it would have been a pointless answer.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Rob. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round, and the pair we say goodbye to, Nikki and Jules. This is only your first show. We'll see you again next time. Looking forward to it
100%.
already. But thank you so much, Nikki and Jules. With James and Joy, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Huge congratulations, James and Joy. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless Trophy.
Absolutely.
Great.
You now have a chance to win the Pointless Jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,250. Well, you've been terrific. We've had you in the head-to-head in the last show, on your first show. Here you are, only your second show, through to the final. What would cap it all would be to send you back to Milton Keynes with that jackpot. What would you like to see come up?
Geography, American politics.
80s music for me.
80s music. Well, it's our vintage,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Absolutely. Well, let's see what comes up on the board. 4 things, as ever. Let's hope there's something you feel able to have a go at. We have graphic novels, pop culture in the year 1994, words in popular hymns, Grand Slam tennis in 2023. What do we think?
For me, it's either pop culture or words in popular hymns.
Well, I'll go with you, hymns, maybe. Yeah.
Words in popular hymns.
Words in popular hymns. Right, Rob.
So we're looking for any word of 4 or more letters in the 8 verses of the hymn Abide With Me, or the 6 verses of the hymn Dear Lord and Father of Mankind. Both hymns featured in the top 10 of the UK's favourite hymns in the 2019 poll conducted by the BBC Songs of Praise. Now, we will not accept any word that appears in either title of either hymn. Very best of luck, and very best of luck if you're playing at home as well. It's a good round.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Here's fun. If you can find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. So there you are. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right.
Eventide.
Eventide. OK, let's keep going. I can't remember how it goes.
Lord, help him. I have a feeling.
So we've got Tempest, Eventide?
Eventide.
Eventide, Tempest, and what? Keep going. You were singing beautifully there, Mother. So let's just keep going with that. So
There, just go there, because it's got 1, 2.
there. OK.
There.
Right. Well, we've got the
You've
3.
got your 3
We've
answers.
got our
OK,
3.
right. Stop that clock. There we go. What three answers can you give me? And if you'd say which category in each case?
So they are all with Abide With
They're
Me.
all from Abide With Me. OK.
And we're going with There.
There. How are you spelling there?
T-H-E-R-E.
There.
Eventide.
Eventide.
Tempest.
Tempest. Of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Eventide.
Eventide.
Eventide goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
There.
There. And then Tempest goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have There, Tempest, Eventide. Well, now, if one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be leaving here with £2,250. What would you like to do with that? James, I'm going to ask you first.
We're actually going to be donating the majority of the sum to Willen Hospice. Unfortunately, my brother had stomach cancer, passed away, but he was so well looked after in Willen Hospice in Milton Keynes. And his grandchildren actually are the ones that thought it would be a good idea for us to come on here.
Absolutely wonderful. What are their names, the grandchildren?
They are Ryan and Josh.
Ryan and Josh. Well done for making them come on, and thank you for letting us have them. It's been lovely having them here. Wonderful. Oh, well, let's hope one of these answers wins that jackpot for you. All gunning for you. Your first answer is there. In all three cases, we are looking for words of 4 or more letters in Abide With Me. Let's see how many of our 100 said there. Oh, no, really? Oh, that's annoying. There. It's not there, so to speak. Let's turn to Tempest. Let's hope that this is pointless. And there's £2,250 at stake. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tempest. Oh, I'm sorry. What hymn were you singing, Joy? Your third and final answer is Eventide. Oh, I think this is right. I'm pretty sure I've heard Eventide in Abide With Me. Let's find out. Please, can this be pointless? Because it'll win you £2,250. We'd love that. Let's find out.
It's right.
Eventide finally is right. There, I'm afraid, was wrong. I'm afraid Tempest was wrong. Eventide, absolutely bang on the money. And down we go with Eventide to 11. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. Well, listen, a brilliant attempt, but I'm sorry we didn't find any pointless answers, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot. But you do win today's pointless trophies.
That's all we came for.
All our admiration. It's been absolutely fabulous having you on the show. And so lovely to make that connection again, James. But well done. There we are. So, Rob.
Yeah. I think you might have been singing the wrong words to Abide With Me. It's tempters. Tempters instead of tempest. And even worse news, if you'd got that right, that would have been a pointless answer. So let's have a look at some more of the pointless answers, starting with 4 or more letters in Abide With Me. You could have had bless, comforts, helpers, and swift. In fact, everything was pointless in that song, apart from fast falls, eventide darkness, deepens, come help, before, grace, heart, life, thee, through, and when, which all scored points. Now, moving on to words of 4 letters or more that are in Dear Lord and Father of Mankind, here are some of the pointless answers you could have had. Gracious, peace, Sabbath, or service. And everything was pointless here, apart from foolish, forgive, ways, Jesus, rightful, love, reclothe, from, lives, mind, praise, rest, small, still, and thee. Very well done. Now, if you sang along at home and got a pointless answer, well done.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob, and thank you so much, James and Joy. I'm sorry I didn't win our jackpot today, but it's been lovely having you here. Our jackpot will therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £3,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Rob.
Bye-bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.